if you have a backyard chicken flock that all of a sudden you have multiple birds dying, the best way to test them is to actually send the whole bird into the diagnostic lab to have their tissue samples tested to see if there is a positive there. If you have dairy cattle, all of a sudden maybe you're seeing a drop in milk production over your herd, or you have all of a sudden a change in the milk, but you're not seeing clinical mastitis. So those would be things to watch for. Milk from dairy cattle can be tested through the Wisconsin Diagnostic Lab in Madison and Barron. The same goes for if you have a sick bird that passes away, you can send it in to get tested as well. So they've really ramped up the abilities for testing since this all started. So just like in humans, influenza is a virus, so there's no specific treatment available. It is mainly supportive care, especially for our cattle, dogs, and cats. So keeping them hydrated, keeping their fevers down. In dogs and cats, we can use antivirals to kind of limit the replication of the virus in some cases. In dairy cattle, we have very strict limitations on what medications we can use legally in them for illnesses. And all of those medications have specific meat and milk withdrawal periods so that none of those medications end up in our meat or milk supply. There are stringent rules on what we can and cannot use to make sure our food supply is safe. In birds, unfortunately, there's not a lot of treatment options because a lot of the symptom is basically sudden death, so you don't see any clinical signs until the bird's already gone. And even if you do catch it early, it's still supportive care with fluids and anti-inflammatories and things like that.